actually from Australia and cannot relate to anything that happens in American high school bathrooms at all. Things that happen in school bathrooms by Lone E.
School bathrooms. Man, school bathrooms have to be some sort of anomaly in our universe, cause the absolute strangest things are going on in them. Once you step foot in the bathroom, you don't know what to expect. So let's discuss the peculiar activities that occur in the school bathrooms. First off, let's just address how disgusting school bathrooms are. Bro, once you open the door and step foot into the bathrooms, your nostrils are immediately met with a stench mixed with dookie, piss, and farts so foul that it could kill somebody.
Are you sure it's only dookie, piss, and farts? I guarantee there is an additional ingredient you have forgotten to mention. Whenever I stepped into my school bathroom back in the day, all I could smell, like I couldn't even smell piss, poo, or fart. The only smell that I could smell, it just cut through everything, was everyone's goon juice. I went to an all-boys school as well, and so I don't know why everyone is just gooning in there.
That stench has me holding my breath and plugging my nose the majority of the time I'm in the bathroom. The bathroom floors are also always disgusting and littered with toilet paper and food wrappers. Like almost all bathrooms have these industrial-sized garbage cans, and you're telling me dudes can't even throw their trash into it? Like how can you miss?
I don't think my school bathrooms were like this because we had like a dedicated janitor like for the school that would like clean every single bathroom pretty periodically. Like I've seen images of this, like this is like American school bathrooms. I don't think this would ever occur at my school. I'm pretty sure the janitor would have found this and cleaned it up before anyone would use the bathroom. Because during class time, the janitor would go from like bathroom to bathroom cleaning it all up, so that by the time it was like recess and lunch, it was all clean.
Then you got the mirrors and the stalls always having engravings of drawings with either a knife or a marker. Like whose emo ass is doing all that? And don't get me started on the toilets, bro. Students be leaving the toilets looking foul, bro. You'd walk in a stall and you'd look at the toilet bowl and see it unflushed with piss, poop, a mountain of toilet paper, and blood. And doo-doo stains on the seat. Like there's no way I'm using that stall, bro.
Wait, why is there blood on the toilet paper? Are you going through your period? As a dude, do men have a menstrual cycle? I don't think I bleed, although I haven't like tested it. Maybe I do bleed, and it just like, you know, like solidifies, gets rock hard, and becomes what is it called? It just sort of crusts. It crusts against my. Not my lasagna, I don't have a lasagna, I have a dingling. But I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have been guilty of doing this back in the day, but it wasn't on purpose, I don't think. Because sometimes I just wanted to see what would happen if we just sort of let it marinate, sort of like tea.
Like, there's no way I'm using that stall, bro. I only went number 2 at school when it was an emergency. I usually always hold my poops throughout school until I got
that's not good.
Poop, because I knew school bathrooms were nasty, and it's just more comfortable going number 2 at home rather than in a public bathroom. But if my stomach was hurting and I felt that gut-wrenching feeling in my abdomen, you best believe I'm using the school bathroom. Or else I'm literally myself in the middle of class. There's no way I can hold that in for the rest of the day. And one time this exact situation happened to me. So I was chilling at lunch and I really needed to poo. So I went to the bathroom and opened the stall and bam, I saw the worst sight ever imaginable.
I'm sorry. I think that was me. That may have been me. That may have been the piss marination experiment. Just think about it. Like imagine like poop fermenting in piss. What happens? Nobody has actually tried that before. And so there has to be someone that has to, you know, take the first step, first step for mankind. And so I did that. We only did this once. It was just a bit of like a science experiment. But I mean, low-key, it's always kind of funny when you sort of like wait outside the bathroom, you see someone go in, and then you see that they're taking a poop in the stall, and then you and your friends just run into the bathroom, start banging on the door, start screaming, just seeing what they say.
Bro, I almost puked, swear to God. I just slammed the stall shut and used another stall miles away from that one. Seeing that had me scarred for the rest of the day. I was seeing visions of the scene of the crime wherever I looked.
Really?
It was bad. Bro, people need to learn how to flush, bro. Like, it's really not that hard. And even when I get to poop in a semi-clean stall, tell me why the toilet paper is always so thin. Like, I'd be damn near using an entire roll of toilet paper just for one wipe.
Yeah, I unfortunately fell for this rookie mistake one time. I didn't realize how thin the toilet paper was going to be, so when I wiped, I accidentally scooped up everything with my hand. But I mean, that's what they do in like third world countries, don't they? They eat with their right hand and they wipe with their left hand or something. But yeah, it's always a little bit awkward when like your finger like breaks through the toilet paper and accidentally goes up your ass.
Otherwise, that's gonna rip and... I mean, hey, at least I had some sort of entertainment while pooping in the form of drawings of on the stall doors and other drawings. Look at the stall door.
Someone threw a ding-a-ling on the door. Shut up.
And let's just mention the bathroom doorknob. Bro, when I would exit the bathroom, I would be doing anything but trying to...
ales promohit de la Carrefour.
Am luat tablete, bicicletă, am luat buchete de spaghetti, am luat bulete, am luat șichete, am luat și un kil de castravete și jos.
Promohit ai bananier în ghiveci la 69,90 lei, masă de jocuri Top Life la 399 lei și piscină Tortuga la 999,50 lei. Carrefour, te bucuri de tot ce e mai bun.
But trying to touch that thing. You don't know what people are touching throughout the whole day. Our hands be contracting all sorts of bacteria as the day goes by. And you think I'm gonna open the bathroom doorknob?
Bro, but you haven't even mentioned the worst thing. When people go and poo, like they might accidentally wipe their ass with their hand and then not wash their hands and then open the door with that same hand. Because how many of you guys actually wash your hands in the toilet? Like me personally, I rinse it. I rinse it on the water, but I don't like proper wash it as if I'm some sort of like surgeon. And so that's why every single bathroom door should be constructed that when you go out of the thing, it's a push, so that you can just use your elbow or shoulder.
So I would just either grab a bunch of toilet paper and use that as a barrier between my hand and the doorknob, or I'd use my feet to open the door, or I'd use my favorite method of all time, waiting.
Oh.
Now, the art of waiting takes a lot of skill and precision into it. So let me just educate you guys and bless you guys all with the methods that will help prevent you from touching that disgusting doorknob. So I would just stand there and wait.
What? Is this legit?
So another student comes into the bathroom and I'd be like, yo, thanks bro, and I'd walk right out of there. That's it, that's the whole method.
Bro, I've never heard of that method before. How is that even a real thing? Do people actually do this, or is this like a niche method? Has this been patched yet? Surely it's been patched by now.
Now let's discuss what the weirdos would do in the school bathrooms. So you got them bathroom menaces that would just terrorize people taking a deuce. Like these people would be banging on the stall doors, splashing water over the stalls, closing the lights, and doing anything to make people taking a feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, frick those guys. We hate those guys that bang on the door when people are taking a poo.
Here's an example.
Been so long since I caught someone.
So you wanna play the quiet game with me, huh? Well, I'm always here. Now let me
These type of dudes would also wet up some toilet paper and roll it up into balls and throw them at the ceiling, making them stick, which is downright disgusting. Like, what if one of them falls in your head while you're trying to take a piss? Straight up menaces, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I may or may not have been guilty of, doing that thing where we throw it onto the roof, because I used to see so many of these things on the roof, and I always wondered, like, what would it feel like to get it to, like, stick up there, because it sort of looks satisfying. I think that's the issue, because it just seems satisfying to just throw it up, and it just sticks there. But then after I did it once, I realized that it was probably not a good thing to do. It's technically vandalism, and so I very quickly stopped doing it.
And then let's just talk about the weirdos that are just straight up out of pocket. There'd be some weird dudes that just be straight up pissing all over the bathroom floors. Like at my elementary school, dudes were pissing all over the floors, on the vents, and even in the station where you wash your hands. Like, come on, man. That's just taking it way too far.
Okay, let me just explain why we do this, okay? So, I'm like, may or may not have allegedly been guilty of doing this. Basically, the issue is, like, you mentioned it beforehand, so sometimes you go into a stall and it just smells so bad because someone has just taken a massive dump in there and they haven't flushed the toilet. And then sometimes that is literally the only stall that's, like, available, and so you have to use it. And so basically, the way to get rid of the smell of poo is to sort of counter it with the smell of your own urine. And so the method is to, in GTA, piss on the floor, like, around the toilet, so that it sort of, rises the stench, and so it, like, sort of combats and overpowers the stench of the poo, so that peeing is actually bearable. But yeah, that's just, like, my explanation, my side of the story. I know it's probably not valid, like, it's definitely not valid, but you gotta understand, like, the poo smells so bad, to the point where, like, I almost had no choice. Like, this is the only way to get rid of the poo smell.
And I can't be the only one who doesn't trust the soap dispensers, because I've heard stories of weird kids doing unspeakable things to the soap dispensers that I don't even want to say. Like, I still use the soap, but I'm just a little sketched out, because what am I gonna do? Pack a bottle of soap to school? You know what? Maybe I should do that. That sounds like a...
Wait, I think I just clocked what he meant. So the guy over here is holding glue, but I don't think, like, they're gonna put glue, like, literal glue into the soap dispenser. In this other hand, he's holding Vaseline moisturizer. And so I think what happens is that people remove the box of soap from the soap dispenser, take it into a stall, goon into it until it's, all the way full to the brim, and then put it back into the soap dispenser. And when people press it for soap, it's sort of like the same texture as soap. Like, goon juice is roughly the same texture as soap, and so people don't even realize they're washing their hands with someone's goon juice.
And then you have the kids who be pulling their entire pants down to their ankles just to pee. I think you know who I'm talking about. But one time I really needed to pee, and I went to the bathroom, and as soon as I opened that door, I saw a dude's bare cheeks at the urinal, and I just instantly left. Like, I didn't need to pee no more, bro.
But, like, can you really blame them, though? Because, like, in my personal experience, just anecdotal, I don't mean to, like, stereotype or sort of, spread, what's the word? But basically, every single time we had an international